Now to the lightning round. Everybody loves that. These are where we cut down the answers to about 30 seconds so we can get in as many as possible. We're going to start with you, Mr. Havenstein. So, starting next summer, barring a last-minute delay, drivers in New Hampshire will not be able to use legally handheld cell phones in the Granite State. Is that the right move?
No. I don't believe, frankly, that's the right move. I don't believe that infringement on personal liberty is appropriate for our state.
Thank you, sir. Same question for you, Mr. Hemingway.
I would say this is an example of our House that we had in this last session, and they're really, quite frankly, an obsession with building the nanny state. I think that this is an example of overstepping the bounds. Obviously, there's a public safety concern, but at some point you have to balance that with an individual's freedom.
Okay, all right. Again, I'm going to ask you to keep your questions brief, or your answers brief on this one. But would you, if governor, Mr. Hemingway, actively push the legislature to pass a right-to-work bill?
Yes, absolutely. I think that a right-to-work bill would be a great thing for New Hampshire's economy. We would be the only state in New England, would allow us to go to some of the other states and attract them here.
Fair enough. Same question, sir?
Absolutely, and I've stated that right from the beginning. It's a cornerstone of my economic development plan. Again, creating a distinct advantage in our region when it comes to attracting business and investment in our state.
Let me ask you a little bit about the politics of New Hampshire. New Hampshire is one of the latest primary dates, Mr. Havenstein, in the entire country. Do you think that the primary should be earlier?
I'm fine where it is, especially if someone like me who got into the race in April and first-time politician, the ramp up, the learning curve is very hard. So I'm very happy that it's been late.
Same question for you.
I would like to see it moved. Honestly, I think that it disadvantages a party like ours who doesn't have months to be able to wage a general election campaign. I think the first week of June, the first Tuesday of June, would be a fantastic time. And having been in New Hampshire and been involved in politics here for a number of years, I've seen how that could be advantageous.
One more question, and this one starts with you, Mr. Hemingway. Former House Speaker Bill O'Brien, did he do a good job?
Yes, I believe that Bill O'Brien did a fantastic job. Fixed $800 million with an M, $800 million hole in our budget left by mismanagement. He fixed that, cut the budget by 11%, lowered taxes, lowered the tax burden on small business owners. We were starting to see a resurgence in our economy. Now, do I say everything that he did was absolutely the way that I would do it? No, of course not. Everyone has their own flavor, their own style, right? But I think that Bill O'Brien did a very good job as Speaker of the House.
Well, just quickly, one thing you disagreed with.
Well, kicking the Concord Monitor, for instance, out of meetings, right? I don't think that I would have done that.
Interesting one. All right, same question for you, former House Speaker.
I think Bill did a very good job. I think his ability to work with the Senate to make sure we had a balanced approach to getting a budget reform in place, I thought was excellent. Yeah, I wouldn't have maybe done it exactly the way Speaker O'Brien did, but I think on large measure he did a fine job.
All right, fair enough. Next